a single trail of red smoke as you see our initial jumper as he works his way down. Now he's across the airport. He's actually riding the wind as he works his way in towards his landing zone. He deploys the main canopy at 4,000 feet. Now, here's the thing. He has to ride the wind. It's a quartering wind. I would have put that point up to the right about another mile or mile and a half. But then again, I'm not jumping today. So he now has to ride the face of the wind, right across the face of the wind, to get back here into the target area, which is just about where we are at the far right end of the crowd line. You see the Blue Angels, if you were to measure about 250 yards off the steer with the steering line, so we're connecting not the nose but to the tail of the canopy. And there's all kinds of different canopies, real high aspect ratio canopy. You get one that's real wide and nose to tail is very short, and high performance canopies. And I've watched the jumpers all around the world jump all different types of canopies. There he is pulling down hard as he wants to get the nose of the canopy down, and now he's essaying the landing, turning downwind. He'll turn the base leg and final, and we'll turn into the wind. And the target area right out here in front of us at the far right end, you watch him, he's sitting about 250 yards off the left wing of Blue Angel 1, and here you look at this. Is this a beautiful, beautiful approach? And there's another stand-up landing. How about that?
Of America, God bless the USA! Folks, if you look high above your head, you'll see another pass. The smoke is on and the jumpers are out. They are tracking away, getting separation now, using their arms and legs to control their bodies in flight. And a simultaneous opening of 4 good parachutes.
We ate back under one.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are the high-flying black and gold colors of the United States Special Operations Command. Let's hear it for them, folks. We're all from U.S. Special Operations Command, or SOCOM as it's more commonly known. And we're the headquarters for all Special Operations forces assigned to the Department of Defense in the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. Now they'll slow their rate of descent to get vertical and horizontal separation from each other, or pull forward on their front risers to increase their rate of descent, and you may even see some of them spiraling to the ground in a tight turn. If you saw them in free fall, you could tell that they were actually flying across the ground. We can reach speeds of up to 60 miles an hour across the ground using nothing but our arms and legs.
Yeah, moving it fast.
We can go any direction. We can go forward, back, left, right. We can turn circles. We can even vary our rate of descent between 100 miles an hour. Now, folks, they're at about 700 feet right now. And from this altitude, they can actually hear you. So let's let them hear you yell. Folks, they steer their canopies by pulling down on the tail. Actually, their steering toggles are connected to the lines on either side of the tail. They'll pull left to turn left, pull right to turn right. And they actually turn by the front. Our first jumper is turning to set up for his final approach. Ladies and gentlemen, proudly carrying the Army flag, United States Lieutenant Colonel Chris Fucci from San Francisco, California. As he comes in for a landing, let's let him hear you yell, folks. He maneuvers his canopy for a soft stand-up landing. Doesn't that look great, folks? Second jumper is a native of Pennsylvania. Here is the United States Marine Corps flag, Army Special Forces Lieutenant Colonel Andy Birch from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. Let's hear it for him, folks. Another soft landing. Right behind him, carrying the Navy flag. He's Navy Senior Chief Petty Officer Chris Shilby. He is the United States Navy SEAL from Santa Rosa, California. Let's hear it for him, folks. Stalls it out. And another beautiful landing. Last but not least, carrying the United States Air Force flag, the elder statesman of our team. Ladies and gentlemen, he's an Army Special Forces Green Beret. Colonel Al Vernon from Easley, South Carolina. Doesn't he make it look easy? And another great landing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much on behalf of our General Doug Brown and the United States Special Operations Command. It's been a great audience. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great air show.
Dealerships, the cars that we have, you know, normally you got to go out and rent them, and you know, on an average, a round number, $50 a day each car. Well, Fred Beans has loaned them to the air show, and that's a lot of cars, and I couldn't thank them enough. Having produced Fred Beans has over 5,000 vehicles for you to choose from. See them all online at fredbeans.com and visit the Fred Beans Chalet today, right here on the flight line. Remember, 18 brands, one town, no turbulence. Make Doylestown your destination. Fred Beans. Man, I am driving a PT Cruiser convertible over here. That's what they gave me. And I'm having more fun with this thing.
You know, we can't get you to go to work if you just want to drive around that thing.
I know, that's the whole thing. Tonight, I am going to, when I get out of here, I'm going to take a shower, get cleaned up, and I'm just going to enjoy myself briefly in this convertible. I don't think I could have asked for a nicer, prettier car.
Well, I have to say you look mighty fine in that car.
Well, thank you very much. What a C-130 looks like when they stop living. Out here doing a JATO shot, a jet assisted, a rocket assisted takeoff later on as part of their show. Put a red ball on it. I want to thank you very much for the Red Bull. It has given me wings. Man, I'm put down now. Let's do a little dance. Get down. Alright, well, I'm going to get out of the way. Julie Richmond is here. Bill is out in this Big 17. You'll hear all about it. He will beat the place up. And again, now this being daytime, of course, you can't see the world's ugliest afterburner, but